Welcome to Wedding Bells Radio. We're right here in Santa Clarita, California. Do you know where this is, Santa Clarita, California?
Gosh, it's unseasonably warm and beautiful today. Yes, what a great bedroom community.
And a gorgeous station, the green room, everything. Unbelievable.
All that champagne and caviar. Are you going to be okay, Coach?
I'm great. That's Bella Shaw. I'm the coach, the wedding coach on the show we call WeddingBellsRadio.com, right?
Yeah.
All over the country every day. Big shout out to Ron Burns. I know he's driving home. And who
Sally
did your
Van
hair?
Swearingen.
Your hair.
Sally Van Swearingen.
And she did your makeup?
She's the best.
Incredible. And she's right here in Santa Clarita, right? She does all the stars.
She does all the weddings, too. Yeah.
So you were 10 years, you were voted America's #1 anchor.
That's right. It's
now you're with me. What the hell happened?
I don't know. It's a new low, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Hey, so our show, if you're just tuning in for the first time, is about life, but we call it, you and I couldn't come up with a topic, so somehow we came up with wedding bells, right?
Yeah, but it's life. It's
life.
relationships.
It's before, during, and after the marriage or after the wedding, right?
Right. You got it, Coach.
Big show today, maybe too much show for most people. If you're driving, pull over. Just pull over because it's too big a show.
That's right.
So we're going to start off talking about the 7 stages of a relationship. And then George is on his way in.
Yeah, George Lopez.
And wait till you hear his voice. You and I both know George, right?
Oh, yeah. Very professional broadcaster.
Well, he was on radio. Mm-hmm. But he does big events. He does big wedding events.
Right. Well, you know, it's apropos because today they announced the Oscar nominations in all the categories. And movie themes are big for weddings. You know, it's no longer the small little rural chapel with the pastor. Weddings are big events, and George is going to tell us about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's a disclaimer. The reason we're doing this show is to find you Mr. Right, to find you a husband. Aww. That's the only reason we're doing the show.
The bar is set pretty high. It'll be a needle in a haystack.
Well, the last segment, so look, you can tune us out now. Come back in about 40 minutes because we're going to be doing deal killers, right? I mean, there's a reason why you're still single.
I know.
I mean, you are drop dead gorgeous and you're single, and you have so many deal killers. I mean, and Charlene's with us today, and she's drop dead gorgeous. We're going to have her on in a couple of segments. But between watching you and Charlene,
go back and forth over.
But see, Charlene has got her act together. She'll date anybody, and
thanks,
her
Coach. Hi, Coach. Hi, Bella.
I'm not that desperate yet.
No, she's not desperate. But we're going to talk about our puppy play. I mean, we got a lot to talk about, Charlene and I. So that segment is what, online dating?
I guess I'm going to have a lot of dates now since you said I'm easy.
Well, you're hot looking. Well, I think we're on. Kyle's got us. Say hi, Kyle. How are you, bud?
Hello.
You got us on camera, do you?
Of course.
Yeah, so you can see what these gorgeous girls look like. All right, so let's get into our first segment, which is the 7 stages of a relationship. So, ladies, if you're out there, pull over. But I don't think we have any men listening, but that's fine. If we got a couple guys listening, that's great. But these are real stages, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And they're so true. Well, number 1 would be the euphoric stage. You're on cloud 9. You just met this person. You can't eat. You can't sleep. All you're doing is thinking about that person. You walk with a little quicker step. You know, you're shopping, finding the perfect outfit. You're getting your stiletto heels. You're shaving your legs, which you do normally anyway, Coach. But, you know, you're just on cloud 9. It's an adrenaline high.
I do not shave my legs, and you said you like my legs. I do not shave my legs. Can't see my legs. Anyway, so I call it lust. Guys would say we're lusting after.
Sure. All that chemistry.
But how long does that go? We met somebody earlier in the day, Lori. We won't mention her last name, but anyway.
Yeah, you know,
we'll tell her story
Coach,
later.
I would have to say over the hundreds and thousands of people I've interviewed over the past few years on this very topic, anywhere from 2 months to, say, 2 years.
Wait a second. You did close to 5,000 interviews. I've done 15,000 interviews,
okay,
girl.
Give me a high five.
All right, wait a second. There. Okay, now, so I think the lust stage literally can last a few years.
Oh, yeah.
Not 90 days like you.
Well, it depends on how often you see each other. If it's long distance, that lust stage can last for years. If you see them every day, 24/7, it can be pretty short-lived.
That's interesting. You know, and we need to do a topic on that because I think one of the reasons my wife and I have been together, we don't see each other. I mean, she travels, I travel.
Right.
You know, the perfect relationship would be that I only see her once a month. No, I'm teasing.
As long as you keep the checks coming her way, I'm sure she's happy.
Yeah. All right, so stage 1 is euphoric, or I call lust. Stage 2.
Bubble burst, babe. Reality check.
Okay, so you won't date a guy that smokes, but stay with me. If you saw a guy, catch him at Albertsons with a cigarette in his mouth, and you walk up to him and say, "Hey, Joe, what are you doing with the cigarette?" "Oh, I do 3 cigarettes a day."
It might be something I might be able to accept later.
That's reality check.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's reality check.
Yeah, it is a reality check. When there's something that you didn't think they were. When the veil is lifted and you see them for who they really are. See, in the first stage, it's magical. And then the second stage, it's real.
Yeah.
So
reality check.
Reality check.
And boy, that hits hard, doesn't it?
Oh,
I mean, that
the blood drains out of your body when you find out they're not who you thought they were. All your dreams and hopes and aspirations are gone by the wayside.
Well, I know Sally did a great job on your wig, but
hey, this is all
you
me.
got great hair. But at some point you're gonna take it off, right? I mean, that's gonna be all right. So the reality check is a big stage.
Oh yeah, that's
huge stage.
Huge.
Because the next stage is
acceptance. You either have to accept the fact that they sneak a cigarette every now and then, or you have to reject it. You have to reject them. This isn't what I was looking for. I'm sorry. Or you accept it. You go, well, they've got other great qualities, character, good sense of humor, good looking, nice bank balance. There are other things that you can accept. So you kind of let that slide.
Now, you can't accept a guy that doesn't drink. You told me that one of your deal killers is you're only going to date a guy that's really had a hangover, right?
Yeah, if he hasn't had a hangover in the last week, he's out.
Yeah.
That's a deal killer.
Kyle, do you drink?
I do not. No, I don't.
See?
I'm married too. So
oh, okay. He was out anyway.
So are these stages, they're legit for you, aren't they? How long have you been married?
I've been married, oh my goodness, 5 years.
He's a newlywed.
So where are you on the euphoric? Is that over? Is that done?
Well, I have 2 kids, so...
It's done.
Kyle, answer the question.
Of course it's euphoric, absolutely.
No, it's over with, isn't it?
No.
The lust,
think so.
the euphoric stage is still there with your wife?
I would say it's still there, yes.
Holy moly, you're a lucky dog, man.
Right?
What's your wife's name? Let's give her a shout out.
Her name is Paula.
Hi, Paula. You are lucky.
Doing a good job.
You got a good man there in Kyle, too. All right, stage 3.
So stage 4 is compromise.
What happened to stage 3?
Well, that was acceptance. You either accept the fact they smoke or, stage 4 is compromise. Hey, I don't mind you smoking, but can you do it outside? That kind of thing.
Back to Kyle. So was there anything, we got to take a break here. Incidentally, our show brought to you by wheretoelope.com. Cool website. Have you been there?
Oh, no.
You've
I've
not
been to the
been there?
website,
Yeah,
but I haven't eloped there.
But we'll talk, not today. We're going to talk about eloping. Maybe that's what Charlene's going to do when both of you find Mr. Right. Wheretoelope.com. And then how about this site? InTheThinkingRoom.com.
Yeah.
InTheThinkingRoom.com. And Kyle, we're going to take a break here in a minute, but coming up here, are we going to get through these stages
well, let's go,
after we take a break?
Yeah, after the compromise, then we've got the comfort zone, which I call stilettos to sweats. When you're dating, you're wearing stilettos. And
are you wearing stilettos?
I'm currently not wearing stilettos, no.
We might have a problem.
Then he has a good voice. He has a good voice.
Yeah.
You should be in radio.
He
should be in radio.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Think about
then you start wearing your sweats. Next comes resentment. You resent the fact they're in sweats. And the final stage, this is the worst of all, indifference.
Well, I don't want to go through the stages that fast because I know you resent the way I dress. She says to me today, this is how you're dressing for the show? I said, yeah, we're on radio. Nobody's going to see me. So she's already in the resentment stage.
We are filming, though. So.
We are filming?
Yeah.
How do I look? I look pretty good.
Go Ducks, right?
Go Ducks. That a boy. That a boy, Kyle. You're a good dude, man. All right, WeddingBellsRadio.com. Check us out, WeddingBellsRadio.com. I tell you who you want to check out. That's Bella. Isn't she good looking, Kyle?
BellaShaw.com.
You can't say that because
I can't say that. I'm married.
Paula's
contractually obligated.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back, and we're going to discuss the other stages because you rushed through them.
All right.
A couple of them are very, very important stages.
You got a deal, Coach.
We'll be right back.